Hey, everybody. I want to start today's show with an acknowledgement of the man known on the internet as Epic Insanity. He tragically passed away unexpectedly the other day. And although I didn't know him very well personally, he was a friend to so many people within the WoW and even Blizzard community. The majority of the stuff I saw from him was either through Discord or Twitter, and I just wanted to acknowledge that he was alive, he lived, he had a lot of friends, and he will be very heartily missed.
Thralls! Balls! They're everywhere!
Thralls Balls, the World of Warcraft podcast with a dirty mind and a clean behind. Hosted by Bentolis, Gershom, and Wooly. What's up, swingers? I am Wooly. Welcome to episode 17 of Thralls Balls. Bent is back in the house. I'm here with Bentolis. I'm here with Gershom. How's it going, guys? How you doing?
Yo. Glad to be back.
Welcome back, Bentolis, my hookah smoking buddy.
Yeah, you know what? I asked you before we started recording, but what shisha you got in your hookah today?
Today is a combination of watermelon and not bubble gum, just regular peppermint gum. So my breath is fresh.
Oh, damn.
You know what? I actually have this really good recipe for you basically blend like watermelon and ice and make like a slush, and you could put like fresh mint in it or blend the mint right in. So mint and watermelon confirmed is very, very good tasting together.
And
when you
then
make
if
a
you
slush,
add
yeah,
tequila into that.
I was gonna say vodka. Vodka. Hold on, wait. We haven't gotten to the mixed drink of the week yet.
I was thinking to margaritas. Anyways, so Ben's back. Gershom's here. She didn't go anywhere. I'm here. I should have gone somewhere, but I didn't. No, I'm joking. I never should go anywhere. So what have we been up to in the game? Ben, you've been out of town, but have you done a lot or no?
Yeah. So my grandma passed away, so I was back home in Jersey.
Very sorry for your loss, sir.
Thank you. I guess, right? Thank you, or I don't know. Anyways,
that's a lot more to the point than my half-ass stumble through of trying to be respectful last week when I was saying you were gone but didn't want to say why.
yeah, it's all good. As we talked about, as long as if I say not to say anything, don't. But if not, I really don't care. We're like a family, so I don't care. People, no. What I've been up to in game? Not much. Just the regular shit. We're slowly but surely making our progress on Sylvanas. We're just cleaning up a little bit of things in Phase 2. We did get some Phase 3 looks on Thursday night.
Shit.
Guys, did you not? You haven't taken her down yet. And I'm speaking as a non-raider. I'm just wondering, you haven't? Okay.
Not a heroic, but yeah, it's. I think I expect it to be done either this week or next week. But I'm actually not going to be here. I'm going to an island 20 minutes away from Mexico, so I'll miss Thursday.
Fuck.
Yeah. It's like a beach town, so hopefully.
Are you going to Cozumel?
No, that's Mexico. I'm going to San Padre Island. It's like a little beach in Texas. You could bring your dog. So.
Are
but
you
anyways,
continuing your no drinking thing while you're there, or are you gonna get shitty?
No, actually, to be coming up, I'll have 3 months this Wednesday, I think, whatever the first is.
Nice.
Congratulations.
Sorry, we keep interrupting you. Go ahead.
No, other than that, I'm just working on my characters. I actually had a really good week before I left because I had a couple days off from work, and I was able to do a bunch of keys on my alts, and I got 2 really good trinkets on my Ellie Shaman, and then on my Mage, I got a bunch of got like 3 or 4 best in slot items, so I was happy about that. Now I just gotta get my score up so I could keep upgrading them.
Go Gadget Fire Magister.
Oh yeah, that guy's a pumper, man.
There's that hookah voice. I missed that. All right, G, what you been up to?
Oh shit, man. I'm gonna tell the swingers I had a super slow week, just like personal stuff and like blah blah blah, getting the kids back to school and just kind of wrapping up the shopping and the cleaning and all this stuff.
And
but
giving yourself stitches for getting whacked in the face with a child chin.
no, that was that was last week. I'm good. It's actually I picked off the last of the scab like this morning, but it's still
Gross.
sore. And it's been 2 weeks. That's weird. I guess she really
Probably
knocked me.
bruised, honestly.
Yeah, possibly like inside, like bruised a little piece of bone or something. I don't know. Anyways, it's not
Who
a medical
knows?
show. It's not. It's a WoW show. So cool. I got revered with Death's Advance. I know,
Oh,
Ben.
nice.
You have like exalted on a bunch of alts. Like this is how much I've not been playing. I finally got my main to revered. I have all my codex gear, which is like the ranks, like the 1 out of 6, 2 out of 6, you know, those things that you get, the catch-up gear basically.
Oh,
I think
yeah,
is
the Corthian armaments.
Corthian armaments gear. Yeah, so I have a bunch of that. All my pieces are 4 out of 6, and I'm basically kind of casually farming to get the book that you need to get rank 5 out of 6, which is like 5,000 of the stupid research or whatever. And yeah, just kind of slowly, just doing my dailies. I'm just doing everything kind of slow. I got a weird 32 slot bag off a world boss, which I thought was kind of cool. I guess big bag.
Do you know the name of the bag offhand?
I don't remember it, and I don't have my
here.
game open. I was
Oh,
trying to
wow.
open my game. Oh well, I'll put it in the Discord later. I'll check it out
Sure,
and I'll put it
sure.
in the Discord. Oh, and I got some new headphones. Do I sound better? Is it working? 'Cause-
Actually, you do sound different.
Yeah, you
Nice.
sound loud and clear.
nice.
And I do believe you had Bent helping you in the Discord the other day with that, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Yes. Oh my gosh, Ben. Thank you, bestie. Thank you, hosty bestie, because he did help me get
Hosty.
on. And hosty is like a mix between like co-host and bestie, I guess. I don't know.
A
Anyways,
term
That's a
of endearment,
boasty.
if you will.
it is.
Indeed.
It is.
Y'all the Bosties.
The mosties, best Bosties.
Boasty hosty with the mosty.
Oh, and other than my lame week, I started listening to a new podcast that I intend to binge. I gotta say, I only listened to the first episode and I loved it, but I'm gonna keep listening. So if you guys want to go check it out, do you know what it is? Do you know?
No.
Take a guess. It's called Load Screen, bitches.
What my old show?
Yeah.
I didn't think that was even online anywhere. I thought that
It's-
had been taken down.
It's not bad. No, it's on Spotify. So go check out Wooly back in the day with the Ichimaru. What's his name?
Uromaru.
Uromaru. God, I feel so bad. But yeah, just got into the first episode and thought it was fun. And I'll add this to my rotation. Would you have like 15 or 16 episodes or something?
You know, that show, it died when the Blitzchung thing happened, where Blizzard was like, oh, we don't care about free speech anymore. I'm joking. It wasn't quite that cut and dry, but it sure fucking felt like it. And we didn't really feel like we could continue being Blizzard positive at that time. And it's ironic that I'm saying that, and we're dealing with this Blizzard lawsuit right now, when
A lot
we
of
had
people, yeah.
just the opposite reaction, where we did not want to let that shitty thing take away how we felt about this game, you know?
But there was a lot. I mean, there's been enough people kind of falling back and doing other different things because of this, where like I'm sort of easing into it now. Like this is the new paradigm. This is where we're at. But when it first started happening and several people and a few podcasts sort of just hung it up or took long breaks, I was like, I felt for a brief second like my community was falling apart, which isn't good because I don't, you know, that's pretty much
Honestly,
what I have. Like, I don't, you know, like everyone knows kind of already. I don't have a big family. I'm an orphan. My only sibling passed away and all this stuff. So like when my social circle starts to crumble, I'm like, oh my God, where's everyone going?
Yeah. And, well, I mean, between our Discord and the other Discords you hang out in, I think you got a pretty good safety net going on here.
Yeah. And that that was encouraging. Sorry.
Well,
Anyways,
So
thanks
you wanted to talk, yes, just to remind us.
Oh yeah.
About hanging out with Adorno in the Discord. I saw you guys in there, but my girlfriend and I were talking. I didn't want to join.
oh, it was just it was just like just kind of a good way to plug our Discord that's getting kind of bigger and friendlier and just having a nice time. So I tuned into Adorno's first Twitch, and I'm such a fucking idiot because I didn't write down his
looking
thing.
for it.
I'll find it. I'm the worst.
Twitch.tv/Adorno2 ADORNO and the number 2.
And
Sweet.
so, that being said, if you're not a member of our Discord, you better fucking join.
Yeah. You can
Word. Because
go ahead.
no, sorry. Me?
Oh.
Okay. Just so like it was just me and Adorno in there for a while. And then I was like, I'm a little tired. Let me go walk around. Like my neighbors were out in the yard and I'm gonna go have smoke a bowl or whatever and come back. So I come back and Immune was in the stream and I was like, fuck yeah, Immune's here. So I was happy about that. And then we're like, let's all just chat. This typing thing is kind of stupid. So we got into the Thrall's Balls Discord.
Oh,
and I was just like, oh, that was the place to go. So that made me happy. But I was like the one place that all the three of us could go.
yeah.
No matter what we listen to and what we're doing in game and how we're playing and who we are and whatever. Like we ended up hanging out in Thrall's Balls. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, you guys come join the Discord. It's a lot of fun. You can find the link in the show notes, even though it doesn't really function as a link, or on the Twitter at Thrall's Balls Pod. Go and throw us a follow. You can also, like, in the future, when I finally get around to doing it, after like 4 weeks of saying I'm going to, follow a URL that I'm going to set up. That'll be easier to remember, but, not there yet. Anyway, what I've been up to in the game is the following. Yeah.
Again?
Yeah. I didn't do much. I did some stuff.
Did Thrall get its axe back yet, at least?
Actually, I didn't go on my Warlock at all. I was trying to get my Shadow Priest through the Maw, but, like the intro. And something about the Shadow Priest, I can't figure out if I like or don't like the way the spec really plays. And I realized that my favorite thing about the Shadow Priest is their owl face bird mount, which is the same skeleton as the Bastion Kyrian mount, which I can just go ahead and get. And spoiling news here, but people have probably heard already, in 9.1.5 we'll be able to mix and match like cosmetic stuff, so I'm assuming that means mounts. So I could be like, say, a Venthyr Frost Mage or whatever and still fly around on the the Aquilon.
So they're gonna start letting you use like other Covenant's mounts. They're just gonna make it character wide.
If you have gotten it. We'll get to that, but the short version is you need to have a really high level of renown. Anyhow, so I got the Shadow Priest. I'm not sold on the Shadow Priest, but what I really am feeling like I really need for WoW right now is like a hard reset. So even though I have 3 or 4 mages on my account already, I started a new mage. He is a Void Elf, not a fake high elf. A Void Elf with the purple skin and all. He's right now a Frost Mage, but I'm thinking I might go Arcane. Because, like I said, with this new mixin' and matchin', I don't really care what Covenant I have to play him in because I can pretend he's another one. It'll be great. So, people are like, you're really going to play Arcane? I'm like, yeah, motherfucker. Yeah. And then, like, next week I might be back and be like, Arcane sucks. Anyway.
Arcane's actually really strong in single target. I've a good Arcane mage. They'll crit for like 500k. You'll just like melt bosses. It's actually.
I hear it's boring though.
Wasn't that your one of your drink of the week when we did the mage? You picked Arcane because you were like, in the right hands, it's completely fucking dangerous or something like that.
I don't remember. I mean, we did. I don't even remember what the arcane mage drink was. I know the fire
I don't
mage
remember.
drink I actually
I don't remember
lit on
what I had
fire.
for. I don't remember what I had for dinner last night, but for some reason I can remember a conversation I had with you like fucking 6 months ago. But okay.
What in the fuck did I put in the arcane mage drink? This is
Hey, you know what? Hey, swingers, go back and listen. The first person to text us gets a shout out. I don't fucking know what.
shout out
Maybe
to
edit that
every
out.
swinger. I'm not editing that out. You wallow in your shame. You
What was
wear
his
that
name?
you wear that embarrassment like a trench coat and sunglasses
No, it's
and
my-
be like, I know kung fu.
Hey, if I have a trench coat and sunglasses, then I'm just gonna give y'all Inspector Gadget's dick right this second. Fuck
Wait,
you.
I was going for like Neo from the Matrix.
Yeah, but I was going for
Hold
Inspector
on,
Gadget.
Oh my, hold on. We have this opens so many new. Inspector Gadget is the one. He is. It's not Neo. Fuck Neo. Inspector Gadget can save us from the Matrix by sticking his dick in. What are we talking about? Jesus Christ. Let's just move on to the mixed drink of the week. Fuck yeah. It's time for the mixed drink of the week. Fuck yeah! Welcome to the mixed drink of the week. You guys, we tried to do the Guardian Druid last week, and remember we said that we were going to go to the Feral Druid. We are not going to the Feral Druid, not yet, because the Guardian Druid was just so fucking awful. So yes, Gershom, to answer your question that you just put in the host chat, we are revisiting the Iron Fur Guardian Druid.
I have another question for you though.
7.
Are you ready to? Damn, it used to be 8.5.
Jesus.
We're getting old. Are you ready to redact that statement about me wallowing in my shame, or should we just move on with the mixed drink?
Oh no, you're gonna wear that shit like a trench coat and Gadget's dick. Unless you want me to edit it, I can edit it. I have that technology.
You're good. I was just thinking about how bad the drink was. I'm like, oh.
Oh my god, the drink was fucking awful last week. So, I'm gonna be transparent with you guys. We're redoing the Guardian Druid drink, not just because the drink was horrible, but also because I'm a broke-ass bitch and couldn't afford to get new stuff. So, the Guardian Druid Take 2, which is still Iron Fur, uses stuff I already have. So, it does not have the things that were suggested for last week. Although, I suppose... What was it you said, Bent? Vodka? I do have vodka, but there's no vodka in this. So, sorry to make it easier for you to guess. But anyway, Bent, what do you think is in... I suppose this is the last we're doing the old way. Bent, what do you think is in the Iron Fur drink?
Dr. Pepper and Jaeger. I don't know what else it could be, but I think it's going to be those two.
Gershom?
I am stumped. I thought we were like revisiting the ingredients we had before, but like changing it to like make it not so nasty.
If I could have, I would have, but I don't have the things anymore, and I'm a broke ass
Okay.
bitch.
There's Gatorade of some sort. There has to be booze, right? Is there like
Well, it's not an extra
vodka or Jaeger in it? I don't know. Yeah, no, let's go. Let's figure it out.
What does this say about me that you're both immediately like Jaeger? No, no, actually, there's no Jaeger. Are you ready to hear what's in it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, I'm ready. It's Ben's favorite section.
Okay, so to put it simply, there is a shot of honey whiskey and a cola in it. However, there's also hot sauce and black pepper because the Bear Druid don't fuck around.
Oh
Anyway.
my god, I feel like this is going to end just as poorly as the other one.
No, it's not.
Let's find out, shall we?
The reason the other one sucked is because I put way too much of the tomato juice or the Bloody Mary mix or whatever in it, and it was just not good. So, I have to make sure I mix this one pretty well, though. Because I already had the hot sauce and the pepper in the cup. My black hefty cup. What am I going to do when I run out of black hefty cups?
I'm gonna donate you like one of those like shakers the bartender uses, so you can like shake it up.
But
Well,
we
I mean,
talked
so
about
many
this.
of
He
these-
uses too many carbonated things. I was gonna
Yes,
get him like a
exactly.
stirrer set. He's like, oh, I could stir it. I just use a butter knife or something.
I'm using a spoon, thank you. But no, so many of these drinks have like soda or tonic water or whatever in them. I can't put that in a shaker.
Yeah, you can. If you use ice, you can.
I don't use ice. Ice is for the weak.
I need ice and like all my my shit has to be like cold, like
Well,
out the
then
freezer
clearly you're weak. I'm joking. I'm totally fucking joking.
I am totally weak.
Yeah, what
Alright.
kind of fucking drunk are you?
Iron Fur.
I know, the kind that takes her time to make a decent drink instead instead of just guzzling condiments and soda at the same time. I don't fucking know. All right, let's do the drink. Come on, let's go. I'm
Challenge,
fucking dying.
drink syrup and ketchup at the same time. Anyway, shot of honey whiskey, a dash of hot sauce, a little sprinkle of black pepper, and a can of cola. Over the lips, through the gums, look out, asshole. Oh, that's actually pretty good. That
You know
is
what
pretty good.
You know what I was gonna say?
And it
Is
fits.
making like, remember how last week I suggested like a skewer with like pickle or bacon or something that would kind of, it was because I was going for like a Bloody Mary feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this was like, as soon as you said like hot sauce and black pepper, I'm like, that doesn't sound awful, but I feel like if you glaze some like fucking like shrimp or like bacon with that shit, like some candied bacon with like the honey whiskey and the pop, might be kind of good. But
Dude.
how was it?
It was good. It was good. Honestly, I would make this and drink it at a party. I mean, I know that's kind of the intent behind all these drinks is to be able to mix them up and drink them at a party or whatever. But I'll acknowledge that sometimes we have stuff that you're not necessarily gonna find at a party.
What hot sauce did you use?
This bump my mic. This is the original Louisiana hot sauce. Okay, so
Flaggy, just before we go to this next section, I think you have to have 1 week where you do the reverse of the through the mouth, through the gums. Look
you
out,
want me
asshole!
to shove the drink up my ass? I'm not.
I
doing
want
that.
I want you to butt chug it. I want you to have.
No, I am not butt chugging. Do I look like?
Is that like a keg stand, but with your anus on the
So
keg?
no, that is
No.
where you take a beer bong and you stick the tube up your tailpipe and you pour liquor in the fucking tube thing.
It gets you drunker quicker. I like it. You never heard? It's called boofing. Actually, people take like drugs up their butt. So like, if you want to do
Well,
like ecstasy, it'll hit you faster if you shove it up your
I've
ass.
heard of that, but that's a pill. You don't.
It works the same way with alcohol. You never watched Jackass with Steve-O? He's done it before.
I love
I
that we're
watched, like,
sitting
the
here
first
talking about butt chugging and shoving drugs up your ass while we can hear Gersham's kids in the background. We are very good people. We are such
They're-
good people.
They're actually in the other room. They're just really loud.
Well, as long as they can't hear the conversation about butt chugging and drugs.
No, of course not.
There's your episode title, Butt Chugging and Drugs. God.
Easy there, killer. I don't know. We'll see.
Anyway, so next week we are gonna in fact move on to the Feral Druid. And as a reminder, these two have already suggested what to put in it. Gershom suggested a cherry liqueur, and Bent, I don't know if we actually ever said this or not, but because he was offline, said it in Discord on our host chat channel that only the three of us can see. He suggested ranch water, which at first I thought was ranch dressing mixed up with water, and I'm like, that
I
sounds
did
fucking
too.
gross.
I was like, what the
But
fuck?
it turns
is
out
this?
that's like a tonic water kind of thing. So, cherry liqueur and tonic water is going to be in the Feral Druid drink.
It's like
So-
it's like a tequila seltzer or something, right, Ben? Ranch water.
Yeah, it's just like a hard seltzer, but it's like infused with tequila. It hits like a fucking truck. I got like a 6-pack last summer, and I was bombed on a Sunday.
And you did say if I can't find it, then to go with, I'm scrolling up,
cherry.
flavored
seltzer.
Corona seltzer.
Yeah.
Now you might have an issue with that because I think Corona seltzers only sell it by like a variety pack. But if you like hard seltzers at all, I highly recommend the Corona ones.
Bold claim. I've got a bunch
I'm
of White
hooked on-
Claws.
I'm hooked on the I didn't like White Claw. I'm totally freaking hooked on the Truly. They make fruit punch and tea now, so it's not like soda water flavor. It actually tastes like a little juicy. They make a fruit punch one, they make a tea one, and they're both so fucking good.
Time for WoW News. Motherfuckers.
All right, we're gonna do WoW news, but while we were in the in between of the podcast, Bent said he found the ingredients for the Arcane Mage drink. So what are they?
So it was called the Arcane Barrage. It was a shot of Jägermeister. It was
Shocker.
Yeah, I for one am surprised.
half a cup of purple Gatorade, half a cup of strawberry seltzer.
Okay.
Oh, that
has
one was
a-
good. You liked that one. I remember.
I've
I
liked
actually
most
remember you.
of them.
Yeah.
It has a little puff of whipped cream, and then it's garnished with one of the purple Twizzlers. Sorry, not Swizzlers.
Swizzlers. Yeah,
Because
that
we talked
sounds
about I remember being thinking that was the only person that drank adult beverages through like a licorice straw or something, and I was like,
That's
what? Someone
right.
else did that? Yeah.
That's right. Okay, anyway, this is the wrong section to be continuing talking about that. We're talking about WoW news right now, and I didn't put it in the notes, but it's too important not to mention it. Blizzard HR kind of screwed the pooch and went and shredded a bunch of documents that were relevant to the lawsuit. According to what I've read about it, this wasn't necessarily done to dodge anything. It was just a case of, oh shit, we were supposed to keep those 3 years. Oh damn, we shredded them. So, I know we were talking before the show to kind of keep our own entities separate, but really Do Not Relent summed it up in a really good way. It's either stupidly incompetent or incompetent mixed with scummy trying to dodge consequences. So
It doesn't look good either way, bro.
it is not a good look.
Yeah, the onus though is not really on HR. It's more on the legal and the record. They'll have a records management
Oh.
department.
Now that
so
I didn't know.
So I work. This is kind of like what I do for work, like handle these kind of things. And basically, most organizations, depending if it's regulatory or not, but most HR records are destroyed automatically and immediately by the whatever company they use, which is most likely Iron Mountain. They automatically destroy them after 3 years. So, but when a lawsuit happens, legal needs to be engaging the records management company and department and the company they use and saying, hey, we can't destroy these until the lawsuit's over.
But is there sorry to
however-
interrupt, is there like a electronic backup of these things? Is shredding them just pointless, or
It depends because it costs money to electronically store them. It depends really on the organization and where they're at. I would assume Blizzard, being like a technology-based organization, would have electronic backups, but it could not be the case. And to your point, it's just like highly negligent. Something like, personally, I don't think they did it on purpose to destroy it, but like at this point, it just seems like it's fuck up after fuck up. I really think their whole organization needs to be looked at from the ground up. Besides like the obvious shit.
Yeah, honestly, I don't care if it's incompetence or if it's trying to dodge consequences. Either way, I still love WoW, but I don't think I'm ever going to be able to trust Blizzard the way I did before. So, I don't care which one it is because they're both bad. I don't think either is better than the other. I don't have a link for that because it occurred to me as I was getting on my computer that I didn't put it in the show notes. But that is a thing that has been happening, and that's not good. But
Are we gonna talk about the other thing that happened with that? Or do you want to like just move on?
Is it what I have in the notes later about McCree?
No, so basically they also were trying to like slap a bunch of NDAs in place for I guess employees that went to HR.
Oh shit! No, this I didn't even know about.
Wow.
Yeah,
what?
they were trying to put a bunch of NDAs in place.
That's fucked up.
In retrospect, like usually when something happens and you make a settlement, you sign an NDA anyway. But again, it just seems Blizzard's just incompetent as a whole. I never did that, so I think I think that's more shady than the record stuff.
Well, there is somebody who I followed on Twitter who works at Blizzard. I want to make double sure about this, but I believe her name is Jessica Gonzalez, who has been very vocal on Twitter about the shitty things Blizzard has been doing. Yes, at BlizzJess, BlizzJess. And she is at the forefront of pushing for change within the company and calling people who she works with out on the shit they're doing. And seeing stuff like that kind of gives me hope, because it's that the person with it, there are still real people within the company who actually care about what's happening to the people they work with. And the reason I'm mentioning her is because if Blizzard is making them sign NDAs, I wonder if that is in response to how vocal she has been being, which, if it is, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. You don't take away somebody's voice like that.
Well, and
especially when they're like talking about how badly you fucked up treating people.
Well, the good thing is though, you don't have to sign the NDA. So these Blizzard people are really, you don't have to sign it. But if you do sign it, you're not going to be able to talk about it. So I'm assuming that anyone who truly cares and wants to like get their story out there won't be signing these documents. But the fact that they're going to employees and that had issues and asking them to do that, it's a little bit disconcerting.
Sus, as they might say.
Yeah,
right?
as the youths say. Like, God, it's just obviously the victims of everything that have been going on have it worse. But it still really sucks to know that I can never trust this company whose game I've been playing for nearly half my life now. It sucks knowing that I can never really feel the same way about it again or trust them again. Blizzard, you fucked up bad. You fucked up real bad. And you're not doing enough to try to fix it. I'm just going to say it. You're not doing enough.
That's the hardest part, is when you feel like it's kind of like being in like a interpersonal relationship with someone. I'm not talking about a romantic one, I'm like a professional one or anything like that. You enter into a relationship where somebody fucks up, and the worst part is like they don't care,
Yeah.
and that's bogus. Like, it's like Blizzard as a whole, you guys don't care. I know that's not true. And actually, I got to give a shout out to my girl Lex Rance. I love this chick. I was on her stream last night. She's a beautiful individual. But she had made some mentions as to trying to remember that, as much as we want to hate like certain named figures in this, like we were going to talk about the McCree thing and Afrosabi and the big names, and I struggled with like, oh my god, did Chris Metzen like let this happen because I liked him so much and da da da. It's like, try not to get caught up in the personal details of it, and just remember, like, this is an entity, this is something, it's gonna play out, and it will, but it's gonna hurt for a long time.
Yeah.
And
Now,
to play devil's advocate, I know you guys, just Blizzard.
You always do.
I know, but what I was gonna say is Blizzard really, they can't go forward and make sweeping changes while the lawsuit's going on, because they came out and say this is wrong, this is not happening. If they go out and make sweeping changes, it's basically an admission of guilt. So they have to wait until they're found guilty, and then they'll go forward and make their changes. But if they do it now, they're just wasting all this money on. I'm sure they're spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on retainers for lawyers and shit.
Right, but I mean, they all also kind of are slamming their foot down on the gas a little bit.
Yeah, they are, but it just, and then to touch on the Chris Metzen, he's like a high-end executive, so he's not getting these day-to-day people sent to him. Like, so it's hard to say. I think, for me at least, I'm just gonna wait for it to play out before I start hanging people.
The only reason I mentioned the Metzen was because I felt like personally upset when I found out that he hired Afrasabi to replace him. Because a lot of people were like, dude, you can't spend that much time with somebody getting to know them professionally and personally before you decide to make them like your heir, basically. And
no, and I
not
agree
have
with
an
you.
idea. Yeah, no. It's personal, but that was just, I mean, I had the biggest crush on Chris Metzen. I'm not even gonna joke.
I mean,
But
I do agree with that sentiment that you spend that much time with somebody, there's got to be red flags, but at the same time, that's speculative.
You also have to remember, though,
it is.
There's a lot of people who could be absolute scumbag human beings in their personal life, but in their professional life, they are squeaky clean. And the opposite goes, too. Like, there's a lot of people who are great people in their personal lives, but then when it comes to work, they're
slimy. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. Well, maybe enough about.
But I agree with you. It is a red, like, if you see this guy behaving like that in his personal life, yeah, I wouldn't want to be.
You might want to raise an eyebrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cringeworthy for sure. Anyways.
Yeah. Let's move forward so we can stop being sad. One thing Blizzard is doing, and this is not WoW related, but it's still very significant, is they are renaming McCree in Overwatch. I don't think they've said what they're changing his name to, but McCree is named for Jesse McCree, one of the devs who is, I believe, no longer. Oh yeah, he was let go recently, wasn't he? One of the Cosby Suite dickheads, particularly the one who was seen as saying something disgusting in a leaked group chat where they were like, Alex, you can't marry all these girls, and Jesse's like, you spelled fuck wrong. So they're renaming McCree because he was named after him. This is a major undertaking because not only do they have a bunch of text stuff they have to change, but there are voice lines to re-record, get Matt Mercer in there, and not just McCree's voice lines, but other characters who reference him by name. I imagine. And what about all the cinematics they shot? Like, what comes to mind first is Ash and McCree have a few interactions in cinematic form. I wonder what happens to those, if they just delete them or what. And then it also makes me wonder if they're going to rename the zone in Argus named after McCree, Macari. Because I feel like that would be also a big undertaking, but that's also old content. Is that a good enough reason not to do it, though? Because they got rid of Alex Fuckface's NPC in Stormwind, and this is a whole zone. I don't know. I don't want to speculate on it, but I do wonder if they're going to. You know?
I feel like Ben would probably be braver. It's hard, dude, because I'm not even like.
It's a minefield. It really is.
It's a mine. Like, I should probably just not say anything because I'm a typical fucking Aquarius and I kind of try and see things like in a balanced way when I can. And it's just like, it's a lot of like pain and hurt. And then you have these laws and then you have people barking about cancel culture. And it's a fucking migraine and a half.
Mm-hmm.
It's horrible. I don't know what they're gonna do, but I mean, I'm gonna support it. I love WoW, so I'm gonna see what they do. But yeah.
Now, is the zone actually named after him? I knew the character was.
They named. I don't. I'm gonna be honest. I don't necessarily care if they rename the zone. I don't like that it's named after the guy, but I'm almost never there. But I also almost never interacted with the Fraziava fuck character. Honestly, I never knew how to say his name. Like,
You know
even
what I
this
was
shit aside, I never could figure it out.
You know what I was literally trying to do today, like right before I was getting online and I couldn't get there in time. I was gonna say I was trying to go to the beginning of Dragon Soul and see if they removed him. Because that's him too.
Oh, I'm
Although I
sure
don't
they
know
did.
if it's
They
his
might have.
voice. I'm sitting right in the caverns of time right now, but I just didn't make it to the raid entrance. But you know when you go into Dragon Soul and they're like worm rest record a chord attack, and it's like that weird kind of stupid, like people said he sounded stupid and like bland, like he had no like good like voice acting or whatever. And his name's Lord Afrasistraz, and I'm pretty sure that was Afrasabi. I'm not 100%, but I just always had thought it was and heard that maybe it was, so I don't know if he's gone or not. I haven't been back.
I'm pretty sure they named that NPC as one of the ones they were getting rid of.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I might not have read everything as usual.
I don't remember for sure though, because a lot's happened in a relatively short amount of time. Okay, so that is all I want to do to dwell on this crappy stuff, because we have some exciting shit to talk about too.
0.5
9.1.5 coming to PTR August 31st, and this episode releases on Monday the 30th, so it's either tomorrow or today if you're listening on that day, or yesterday if you're listening the day after. If you're listening any days after that, buy a calendar, look at the calendar, find out when the 31st
doesn't really
was.
matter when it is, because it's a 6 fucking hour maintenance on Monday and I think another one on Tuesday. Are you guys gonna play the PTR?
No, PTR probably not.
No, I never have, and I don't have any interest in doing it.
I don't necessarily like doing PTR or even beta for that matter, because like I'll pop on and I'll look at some stuff and be like, oh, that's cool, but I don't go deep on it because I know everything I do is going to go away. I don't wanna.
That's me too. I can't hang with that. I'm like, no,
I don't like just being
explore. Yeah,
like the story and all that. I don't like it being spoiled.
Right. So coming to the PTR, or rather coming with 9.1.5, is a whole mess of stuff. We alluded to this earlier in the show. The ripcord is finally being pulled, but kind of. I'll read the this piece from the Blue Post about it. Once you've reached a high renown threshold, you will thereafter be able to freely switch among any of the 4 covenants without cooldown or restriction, as well as use cosmetic rewards that you have earned from one covenant, even if you are currently a member of a different one. Both the covenant switching and the use of cosmetic rewards will also apply to alts once the renown threshold is reached on one character. So yeah, one character, you get it for all of them, to answer the question from earlier. And thank fuck, because there's so many classes I have thought about playing but didn't, because I didn't really want to play the covenant that was best for them. Like I'm pretty sure at one point, Kyrian was best for, like, I think Affliction Warlock at one point. Maybe that was in beta, I don't remember. But I was like, well, I guess I'm not playing Affliction because I don't want to go Kyrian on a Warlock, because that doesn't make any sense. That's all done. Like, let's say Kyrian still was the best for your Affliction Warlock. You could just run around with the aesthetic of the Necrolords, baby. Or the Venthyr, baby. Yeah. But still use that ability.
So when 9.0, like within a few weeks of it dropping, I had gotten Gershom back up to 60 or whatever after like the level squish. And so my next favorite character is my Warlock. And so I went to her, and of course I'm going, through Bastion first. And so she is Destro though, not Affliction. She's Destro.
Yeah, I'm Destro as well.
Yeah, I like it. But when I was going through Bastion, there's their little like covenant ability or whatever. It's something like if you use this spell and the character dies, you get like 5 soul shards. And if they don't die, you get like an extra cast of the spell. It basically gives you like unlimited soul shards or some shit. I know I sound stupid right now because I don't have the game open.
Chaos bolts.
Yes, and that's what I was doing. I was running through the fucking world, chaos bolting the fuck out of everything. And I literally was like, I don't want my Warlock to like be here. Like, that doesn't seem right. And I was like, could I role play this? I flirted with it a little bit about role playing, and I couldn't pull it off. But for those who can or don't care about RP at all, which is totally fine, that's a pretty good Covenant ability, I'm not gonna lie. For the Destro Warlock and Bastion, it wasn't bad at all.
So the ripcord is being pulled. Also coming with this patch, Legion time walking with Mythic Plus. More on that in a little bit. Covenant swapping, like we mentioned, the ripcord's been pulled. I put it on the list twice, apparently. Conduit energy is being fucking removed completely, thank fuck. You'll be able to recycle legendaries a bit, so I don't know if that means you get all your soul ash back or just some of it or what. But it's still better than the middle finger we get now. There are more customizations coming for allied races, which we've already talked about. Did we talk about that last week? I think we did.
Yeah, for a long time. The Bells, remember?
Yeah, that's right.
And then our DNR buddies kind of tried to
they
put you in the ground with that shit.
They shit on the Void Elves for like 4 seconds, but then I guess they said good things about them too. We have Covenant campaign skips 4 alts coming. I'm excited for that because I'm leveling that mage right now. And I'm unsure if that's only if you've already played that Covenant story or not. We'll see. On this list was Legacy Raid tuning. I don't know why they would include that on a list because, like, who cares? Or are you just making it, like, easier for us to go solo Nighthold or something? I don't know. We have new toys, new mounts, new travel forms for druids. Hell yes, because for so long it's been you could be a deer or a moose, depending on what you are, or you could be a cheetah, and that's it. Or a bird. We'll see. There's new talent and ability buffs. I mean, it is a tuning update, right? Actually, our 0.5 patches tuning updates, because when I wrote that in the notes, I was like, wait, is that accurate? I don't remember.
Yeah, they do adjust, they buff certain classes, nerf other ones.
And another thing they're doing that has gotten a few raised eyebrows online and a couple scoffs and, oh, we'll see, is improvements to reporting things, and there'll be supposed to be harsher actions taken, like if some guy is spamming the N-word in trade chat, because that's what people do because they suck. It's probably going to be a little more than like, get out of here, you can't talk in trade chat for 30 days, lol. It's so, like, supposedly harsher penalties for being a tool. We'll see. I'm skeptical about that one, because if there's one thing I know about online games, it's you never dangle the carrot of how big of an asshole can you be and still get away with it in front of a bunch of trolls. I was just gonna
say, I think that these people that start out doing that kind of thing probably already have like 17 contingency plans in place where to just go be like a fucking troll somewhere else. It's so annoying. It's ugh.
We're also getting solo island expeditions. So
fucking yes, please. I'm going. That's where I'm gonna be. I'm moving from Torghast to the fucking back to Zandalar apparently, because I need to go get all those mounts and all those fucking mogs and hats and pets.
See, that's just it though. Like, I'm
if you don't do that sort of thing, then it's dumb. But it's gonna be fun to solo because it kind of sucked having to wait for groups.
What I'm getting at here is that I don't think there's very many people who are excited to be able to go do islands again. They're excited to be able to get the rewards they weren't able to get before. Because I found
no, it wasn't about the island.
Shit. It was so dull.
It wasn't that great of a thing, but the prizes were way worth it. Kind of reminds me of like the have you guys ever taken out your grommet in Korthia?
Yep, and
you gotta take it out. And by the way, anyways, back to
the grommet named Fleshlight. Continue.
Okay. I was gonna say I'd pet mine a lot, and he ends up giving, if you have him on Goodest Boy, he finds more treasure. I don't know if I'm the first person to ever fucking discover that or mention it. Probably not. But
I need to acknowledge
so like if
real
you
quick.
pet
I'm
you
sorry,
pet
I
him
don't
like
mean to interrupt, but I do need to acknowledge I have somebody mowing the lawn outside right now, so there's big humming things coming through. I apologize for that. I have to acknowledge it now because it's happening right now. So I'm sorry to interrupt you. Continue.
Nope, I have 2 elementary age children in my room, so we're good. What was I saying? Oh, the grommet. So if you pet him and you make him goodest boy, he will find you so much more treasure. I don't know if that's true. I have no way of like empirically keeping track of all this stuff because he just runs around and finds me so much shit. Like I forgot one day to take him out. And I think I was like, I went to turn in my stuff to the archivist, all the like little weird things I'd found when I was running around or they had dropped off mobs or bosses or whatever. And so I go turn them in and it's like, say like 400 catalog research. And I'm like, what? That's not normally what I usually get. So the next day I went back and I was like, oh, fuck my grommet. I pulled out my grommet. Motherfucker, talking about 2,000 catalog research instead. Like this dude is on it.
Jeez.
So take
Okay.
out your grommet, and he costs 35 catalog research, I believe, to buy. So basically, like the first thing you turn in, if you want to, you can buy him. The cage sits in your backpack. It is eternal. It is reusable. It has no charges. You just summon him every time you go do your dailies, and you're gonna get 3 to 4 to 5 times as much catalog research with him out. But you have to pay attention to him because he kind of hisses at you and like glows. It's weird. So like it is, there's times where I'll miss it because when you're fighting a bunch of mobs, like you might not see, but he goes like, "Rrr," and he makes a weird noise and he gets like bigger and he glows. And you're like, okay, follow him. And he'll start running off towards something, which is also sort of a pain in the butt because he might run you through mobs. Like he'll kind of cause you trouble, but just keep your eye on him, see where he's going, kill the mobs, go where he was, and you'll find the treasure. And you're going to end up with about, like I said, like 3 to 5 times as much treasure.
Okay, I didn't quite realize that. I'm gonna do that.
I know, it's weird.
Um,
That's just happened to me like this week, honestly. I was like, whoa, no way.
So we went on a little bit of a tangent there, but that's okay. Bringing it back to 9.1.5, the last thing I want to talk about with this, we already mentioned Legion coming to Time Walking and Mythic Plus, Legion Mythic Plus. I'm just going to read the little blurb. It says, delve back into Legion dungeons with Legion Time Walking and take on the challenges within, including access to Legion Mythic Plus dungeons. This event will run for 2 weeks the first time it runs within the game, and then will resume a regular 1-week schedule for subsequent bonus events. That's awesome. But like,
So what does that mean though? Like the
Exactly.
Mythic Plus?
Is that
Like-
when Mythic Plus became like a thing? Like
Yeah.
I don't do dungeons. So Legion was the first expansion that offered Mythic Plus.
right. Well, actually, I think Warlords had Mythic 0, but Legion was when Mythic Plus came, if I'm remembering.
There is because there's a boss in Warlords that drops like a mount, right? Like a mythic like Kargath. There's
Kargath was a
is
raid boss.
oh okay.
In,
My
Yeah,
uh,
I'm pretty
Time
sure one of the reasons that people hated Draenor is because they didn't have mythic dungeons.
Okay.
like,
So
I
then that
think-
was
yeah.
Legion.
Yep, it was in Legion. I think they were initially going to do it for Draenor, but then obviously they stopped working on Draenor to work on Legion.
Honestly, though, the Draenor 5-mans are kind of really good.
Yeah, I love Draenor. Drainor's like as little as the content we got, Drainor's content was really
Uh-huh.
good.
I
And I
thought the
think
dungeons were awesome.
expansion-wise,
Mhm.
yeah, and expansion-wise, I thought it was the best one for leveling. Like the story was cohesive. I don't know. I really like Draenor, to be honest.
The big
I think
problem
a lot
with,
of sorry, go ahead.
all I was gonna say is the big problem with Draenor was the garrisons. It kind of made everything else kind of lame.
Well, that was the big expansion feature, and there was nothing
It
to
didn't
do.
work out. What, Gershom?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I pooed it out. No, you're good. I'm sorry to interrupt. I was gonna say that I think a lot of the people that complained about the storyline in Draenor were just lore people who were having trouble comprehending that it was like an alternate storyline. But I like that. I liked following, like, you followed, Duratan and Draka around, and you confront Blackhand. You're like, and he's like, no, and he goes against like Orgrim, even though they're best. And so it was kind of like it had its ups and downs, but I think what Ben called it like the sacrificial lamb for Legion.
Well, it was just like a lot of people didn't like the fact it was orc centric because like people were tired of
yes, that's true.
Thrall, and then we had Pandaria, which is focused on Garrosh, and then we went to all orcs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, without it, we would not have been as easily able to determine that Duratan had blue eyes like we did a few weeks ago. So there. We keep going on tangents, though. Let's keep moving along with the WoW news. 9.1.5 looks pretty top so far. I'm excited for it. In terms of Classic, in that same blue post, there was a brief mention that confirmed there's going to be a Classic refresh or like a season 2 of Vanilla Classic. It says, we're also working on something for WoW Classic players who've told us they'd like a chance at a fresh start, and we'll be sharing more on our plans soon. So that sounds pretty slam dunk to be what it sounds like. Classic realms that are starting with before phase 1 or with phase 1. I don't remember how they rolled it out. But I might actually do it this time. I didn't last time they rolled around Classic, but I'm sort of feeling a little driftless in Shadowlands right now, so maybe I would. I don't know. Maybe I say I would and then I don't actually do it. Also Classic, Burning Crusade Classic Phase 2 is officially going live on September 15th of 2021. You'll get the new raids, Serpent Shrine Cavern, and by new, I mean like new for BC. They've been around for a really long time, blow me. And Tempest Keep, where it's just
I
a
hated
setback.
Serpent Shrine so much. Oh my fucking god, I hate those elevators and BS.
Yeah, but also Tempest Keep, you can get ashes, right? That's where you get Ashes of Alar, isn't it?
I already got ashes.
I don't. I got a Swift White Hawkstrider, though. I don't think that's in there. I think it's somewhere
Actually,
else.
you know what? Remind me to put that in the... Well, okay. Remind me. Notes later. Mounts. Okay. Sorry. Go.
Oh, yeah. I know what you're getting at. Also, Druids will be able to learn Swift Flight Form. Apparently, that wasn't in Phase 1. Engineers will be able to craft epic goggles. Guild banks are being added in. They're adding an LFG tool. And yes, there was an LFG tool in BC. It just was not very sophisticated. And Arena Season 2 is starting. Woo! So that's it that we have for WoW News. Let's move on to the question of the week.
Question, the week.
All right, so it's question of the week. We asked, what is the coolest, rarest, or otherwise your favorite mount that you have? I'll just start off here with Crucifix. Crucifix says, rarest mounts I have are between the Swift Razashi Raptor, nice, and the Solar Spirehawk. Refresh my memory, which one is the Solar Spirehawk?
I have no idea, to be honest.
I don't remember.
Solar
He's not...
Spire.
Yeah. Does someone have the game open?
I have a Wowhead open. It drops in
You're
Spires
a way
of
cooler
Iraq.
podcaster than me.
It drops in Spires of Iraq from Rookmar. So it's a warlord. Wait, is that? Yeah, that's a warlord's dungeon, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, I hate that place. I don't even like it on Time Walk. Oh my god, when that shit comes up on Time Walking, I don't leave, but I hate it. I die. Like, she busts me off the platform every time, dude.
The other one that Crucifix said, the Swift Razashi Raptor, I'm pretty sure that's from old Zul'Gurub before they changed
That's Bloodlore Mandakir.
Yeah, I have
Who's
the tiger.
the
one.
boss at the top, yeah.
All right, somebody read Shanty.
I got Shanty. He says, coolest. the never-ending story looking Night Fae mount, which I totally thought that when I saw that thing. I was like, oh my god, it looks like that thing from the never-ending story. And he says rarest and favorite, Ashes of Alar, because I got it in less than 10 runs.
Shantyman, really? Less than 10? Fuck you. Fuck you.
We should move on
Fuck
to what does Slide Whistle say? Because then someone else
Yeah.
has to read immunes because it has to do with the ashes. So I'll
Okay.
read Slide Whistle. It says, if you ain't rocking the Jungle Hopper or the Brutosaur auction mounts, then you don't get entrance into the secret 0.3% and 1% ownership club. I guess he's in a place to tell us that, because I don't have either one of those things. So
Well, the Jungle Hopper is a recruit a friend mount. I've
never
recruit a friend mount. I just don't remember which one.
I've never done recruit a friend. I'm the worst. Someone wanna hit up immune?
Yeah, I'll read immunes. Actually, Bent, you haven't read any yet. Bent, read immunes.
Yes, sir. I think I'm obligated to say my favorite and rarest mount is Ashes. I'm assuming that's Ashes of Alar. I
Yep.
farmed it for like 8 months on 10 alts every week before I got it. That is fucking dedication. Like
That's a lot. That is a lot of TK. That is Tempest Keep, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I
haven't
just-
been farming the wrong one.
I've done like what is Ice Crown like once, and I didn't get the route. I'm like, how could people slog through this place just for a mount? I just don't get it.
It's a duck gun, also known as Aaron, also known as Aaron the Human, also known as Growlina, says, I would have to say the actual rarest I have is the Jungle Hopper. Other than that, I'd have to say Running Wild. When's the last time you've seen anyone other than me actually using that with any pride? And Adorno followed that up.
Oh my god, he talks about this all the time, the Running Wild.
Adorno follows that up with Running Wild is surely the best, quotes, mount in the world. It's so exclusive and cool. Fewer than 5% of characters on US servers are Worgen. When I'm running Wild, that means I'm in elite company. I know y'all wish you had some extra cast for a race change to Worgen right about now. And my Warlock was a Worgen for a while, and I did partake of the Running Wild. He's not a Worgen anymore because I don't like the run animation. It's so weird looking.
Did they ever fix the Worgen starting area?
As near as I know, it's still laggy as all fuck.
Wait, so my Worgen Hunter that's in Uno Mas, no Toques, where is Running Wild? Is that like a racial ability that I just haven't
Yes.
pulled into my bar? Like,
Right, it'll be in your
okay.
spell book because it's a racial ability, but it functions
Does
as a mount.
do they run like a dog though? Like, is that why? What is it?
They
that
go
you
on all
don't like?
fours.
Yeah,
They,
you know,
they go on all fours.
you've seen the cinematics where what's his nuts, Gen just takes off
Rayman,
running
yeah.
as a
yeah.
wolf, right? It's like that. It's pretty cool.
You know, I was gonna actually say about No Toques, I'm fond of her kind of like weird like dog vocals. This sounds stupid, but I'm just gonna say it. But like when she gets hit, she goes like rawr, like she barks and it sounds like
shit.
a legit dog. Like someone recorded their dog to do this soundbite, and it's really
That's
weird.
probably exactly what they did.
So probably because it's oh my gosh. I don't know. I gotta record it. It's really weird, but she literally sounds like an actual dog who's been like smacked or something. And I'm like, what?
All right, now for our answers. Gershom, you're first on here.
Yes. Okay. I'll just read what I wrote. I said I wanted to answer this immediately yesterday because it's my Frostwolf Howler. I got it on my original main. By the way, Gershom's not my original main.
Nobody
was my
needs
rogue.
to know that.
It was my rogue Bug Nasty, and I pretty much only let her ride it. Gershom has used it in Alterac Valley a handful of times, like basically to show out, like, yeah, I got it. But yeah, that's basically Bug Nasty's buddy. Like, she's the only
Nice.
one who rides that because she earned it.
Bent.
So I read your post, Wooly, so I have one to add on to my original comments. So I'll read those first. So
Okay.
I think my favorite is the serpent from the Zoths. He doesn't drop from the Zoth. Basically, you have to solo 5 mask visions in both Storm and the Orgrimmar. So
Yep.
it was one of the hardest things I've done in the game when I first came back. It was actually before we even killed Heroic N'Zoth, so I was really proud to get that. And I also like the Soul Twisted Death Mounts from getting my Keystone Master in Seasons 1 and 2. Just again, not that I think it looks any good, those are probably my proudest accomplishment.
Right. It's like honestly, I think they're ugly fucking mounts, but it says that you did the thing.
Exactly. Aesthetically, I think I like the dragon from the Void Touch dragon we get from killing Heroic N'Zoth. I like the dragon mounts, and it was cool blue color. Blue was my favorite color, so I was happy.
But
then I read
that I didn't get that.
Oh, I know, it happens though. So I read your comment, and the Swift Zillion Tiger made me remember. Oh shit, I like the class mount from Monks, the tiger that talks to you. I just remember.
Yeah, Ben Liu.
Yeah, so like I remember like when I got it, like I was riding around on it, and I was actually drinking while playing, and I was pretty drunk, and the fucking tiger's telling me you should stop drinking so much.
Ben Liu's a bro, though.
Yeah, it was cool. Like he like talked to you, and I don't know. I just thought it was a really cool mount. It's by far the best mount class.
Your
mount.
car had like a built-in fucking breathalyzer. Is that what happened?
No, I never had.
You gotta blow into Ben Liu's mouth, and he tells you if you're sober enough to drive. All right, my answers. I put the Swift Zillion Tiger because I got it like 2 weeks before Zul'Gurub closed forever, and honestly, somebody else won the role, but he knew how badly I wanted it, so he just gave it to me, which is awesome. And I mean, there were only like 5 of us in there, but still. I also have the Onyxian Drake. More and more people are getting the Onyxian Drake every day. Go kill Onyxia 80, not Onyxia 60. Well, you can't hit Onyxia 60 anymore. Go kill Onyxia. Get your Drake. It's neat looking. I also put my 7.2 purple Warlock Horsey mount because it's not rare, but I do love my purple horse because I play a Void Elf and purple is all voidy. I like it. And my final one that I put on here, and I know I put a few, but sue me. Don't actually sue me. I don't have shit. I put the Model Drake, and this is one I'm most proud of because I didn't buy it off the auction house like so many others. I got it legit on the card from the trading card game, and I don't know where the card is. It's somewhere around here, but I'm going to be pissed if it got thrown away. So, that was it for the questions we got. We have a new question of the week. Fuck, Marry, Kill has returned. But there's a different group of... I wrote Deeper Pool because I was going to write like 5 or 6 names and have you choose. But no, we only have 3 to choose from. So, Fuck, Marry, Kill, a Maw Rat, Kevin the Slime, or Lady Moonberry, but she's been dead for 6 hours in direct sunlight. You can answer that on Discord. You can find the link in the show notes or on our Twitter. You can answer on Twitter at ThrallsBallsPod. You can answer via email, thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com. And Ben, I gotta know right now, are you taking Lady Moonberry anyway, even though she's been dead for 6 hours in direct sunlight?
I can answer it right now if you want me to.
Nah.
But yes, Lady Moonberry she could be dead for hundreds of years.
Okay,
which technically she has been.
That is... Okay, that brings up a solid question that we've gone on so many tangents, but the notion of skull fucking your enemies, why is it that the longer they've been dead, the more acceptable it is? Like, say your enemy's been dead an hour, you pick up their severed head, it still has meat and shit on it, you go to fuck their eye socket, that's fucked up. You wait like 50 years, there's nothing on that skull anymore, no blood, no guts, no meat, and it's cleaner, and it's like somehow less disrespectful, but they've been dead longer than they were dead the first time. What goes on in my head that this is where I go?
I would actually do it with an hour because that eye socket, the eye will still be there, that eye jelly.
Okay. I don't think I'd skull fuck anybody.
It's a
Oh my
show of
God.
dominance.
All right, so we're gonna skip final thoughts because we don't really need to do that. So that's gonna actually do it for the show. You can follow us on Twitter at ThrallsBallsPod. You can follow me, Wooly, on Twitter at Wooly08, 2 O's, 2 L's, and a Y. You can follow Gershom on Twitter at Hunter Gershom. You can follow Bent on Twitter at Bentolis_outlaw. Gershom is spelled Gershom. Bentolis is spelled Bentolas. If you have any feedback or if you want to leave us a review of sorts, you can email us at thrallsballspodcast@gmail.com, where you can also answer the question of the week. You can leave us a review on warcraftradio.com/directory and hit Control F and type in Thrall's Balls, and it'll highlight us on the screen. Or you can even leave a review on iTunes if you'd like, because I've been checking that. Follow us on your podcast app of choice. But beyond all that, we just want to say thank you guys for listening and for being here for 17 episodes. We will see you on episode 18 next week, where we tie the record with load screen. Fuck yeah. All right, bye.
Bye, guys.